Fear analysis module of our interviewing series. During this module, you will share your feelings about interviews and discern between fear and excitement. You will also realize that employers, they actually have more to fear in an interview than job seekers. Many people avoid going to interviews because they let fear and doubt take over, and it keeps them from taking a chance. Today, we're going to address those fears and see what we really have to lose by going through with an interview. Even when we build our confidence by using positive language, many of us feel anxious, we feel uneasy, and even fearful before an interview. Let's make a list of some of the things that concern us, our fears. Think about, what are you afraid of doing or saying in a job interview that's causing you anxiety? Most job seekers feel the same. They tell us their fears are fears of being rejected. The employer won't like me. I might say something stupid, and I might say the wrong thing. My mind might go blank. My skills might just be wrong for the job, or maybe my background's not going to be a good fit. Sound familiar? Most of us share these fears. Now, we've listed those fears. Let's look to see what we have to lose if those fears become a reality. What's the worst thing we have to lose? In the losses category, we have the following listed: job, money, benefits, opportunity, confidence, and self-esteem. Did you say job? Most job seekers would agree with you. What else can we lose? Money, benefits, the opportunity. Look at this list of losses. Let's analyze whether or not they truly are things that we've lost. We listed the job as a loss, but did we ever really have the job? No. Can we lose something we never had? No. We can gain the job, but we cannot lose it. Now, it also means that we cannot lose the money or the benefits that come with the job. We actually haven't even lost the opportunity, because the interview is the opportunity to gain that job. Now, let's look at losing our confidence and our self-esteem. Do we actually lose those things, or do we give them away? Think about it. Self-esteem is located at the base of my brain. Can I unzip my skull? Take out my self-esteem, take out my confidence, and give it away? No. No one can take away your confidence, and no one can take away your self-esteem. We would actually have to unzip our heads, just as I showed you, and pluck it out and give it to the employer. That's silly. It's a choice. We all have a choice to give it away, or we can keep it. By the same token, no one can give us self-esteem either. We develop it by overcoming our fears. So, what does that tell us? I think it's good news. We have absolutely nothing to lose by going to a job interview. So you ask, well, if I have nothing to lose, what can we gain? Think about some of the things you can gain by going to a job interview. I'll put some words up here on the board underneath the column gains. Did you think of experience and knowledge? Even if we didn't know the answer to a question, it did give us practice. And maybe we can improve for next time. What else did you list? Can we actually gain confidence or gain self-esteem? Yeah, it could definitely be enhanced. There's one more thing we can add to our list, and that is a job. I can assure you, even if a fear does become realized in a job interview, we can turn it around and actually get the job. And even if we do not get the job, we'll still improve our interview effectiveness, therefore increase our chances of gaining other opportunities. Now, we know as job seekers, we have nothing to lose, but everything to gain. So have you ever thought, what is an employer? What do they fear? Do they gain? Do they get anxious like a job seeker does for an interview? Have you ever thought about what their fears may be in getting ready to hire a new employee? Perhaps you've been in their shoes and know that the employer's biggest fear is hiring the wrong person. Now, think about it. What makes someone wrong for a job? We can make a huge list, but go ahead and jot down what fears what the fears might be as an employer is ready to bring on a new candidate. You might worry the person's a troublemaker. Maybe they don't get along well with others. Maybe somebody who's unmotivated, dishonest, late, unreliable, or simply has a bad attitude. We could go on and on. We have a long list of fears for the employer. Hiring the wrong person, troublemaker, unmotivated, dishonest, late, or unreliable. Let's go ahead and look at the column, what do they have to lose if these fears come true? What will an employer lose if he or she hires someone who's a troublemaker, who's unmotivated, who's dishonest, late, unreliable, has a bad attitude? Take a few seconds to think about it. Did you list things such as money, productivity, time, merchandise, morale, customers' reputation, their credibility? They could lose their job. They could lose their business. Once an employer starts to lose those things, eventually they may lose their job. They may lose their business. Think about it. Can we cross any of their losses out? No, we can't. These are real, tangible things that employer does have to lose. The employer really does have the most to lose from a job interview. Now, hopefully that changes your thought process when thinking about a job interview. That situation should really make you confident knowing that you have the power to make the employer's fears go away by the way you answer their questions. The employer's questions are based in fear. The job seeker who eliminates the fears the best is the one who lands the job. So, if you do that, what will the employer gain? I've got good news. You're the one, a great employee. You're the one the employer has to gain. You should be able to see now that we have nothing to lose and everything to gain. Now what I want to talk to you about, I'd like to go ahead and talk to you about fear and excitement. Consider them in a boxing match. Fear versus excitement. I'm going to tell you a short story and just imagine the natural reaction you may have if something like this were to happen. Imagine you're driving along and you see a child run into the street in front of you. What are some of the physical and mental reactions you'll have? You might scream, your heart's pounding, you might break out in a sweat, maybe even sick to your stomach. You know you associate those feelings with being scared, but they are the same feelings when we have when we're excited. Now I want you to imagine you call in to the local radio show and you have the answer to the morning quiz show. When your call is answered, you hear, "Congratulations, you are the grand prize winner. You win 2 front row tickets to the biggest concert of the year. You'll be picked up in a private limo and be treated to dinner at Vivace's restaurant with members of the band." Now, think about what physical and mental reactions you're having now. Are they the same feelings and symptoms as before? Screaming, heart pounding, breaking into a sweat, even sick to your stomach? You've got to realize that what we're feeling is caused by adrenaline. We can use those feelings to actually pump us up if we use the energy in a positive way. If we use positive self-talk and put the energy into preparing for the interview, and we make the employer's fears go away, we will be more likely to be successful. Now, we know that it is the employer who has the most to lose, and that we can reduce some of our fears by eliminating the employer's fears. We have the power to control fears by channeling our excitement into positive energy, and by proving that we will be valuable employees who are a great fit for the company. Congratulations, you have just completed the fears analysis module. Please click on the post-test and take the post-test. When you score 80% or above, you can print a certificate for completion. Thank you for participating. Have a great day.